Paul just asked an important question. Why are we absorbing it? Why don't we just let it go? You've got a choice. Actually, it depends. One, you can secure. Look, Wing Chun gives you choices. It's all choices. Why not just have a static guard? Because you can cover your head and you can shoot from there. But that's it. Really, it's not the be all and end all, but it's pretty much the extent of it. So, what's different about Wing Chun is it gives you choices, functional choices. You can absorb a pressure, or you can let a pressure go. Before you make a choice about that, you've got to be able to differentiate between what is safe and what is not. You can see you've got 3 fundamental pieces of kit that we've been using this morning. You could argue they're misunderstood, doesn't really matter. As long as you can obtain a function with it, do something with it, then you can use it to your advantage. So the first one we looked at is your foot sail, isn't it? For a big straight shot. Aim it right at it, please. And go on again. There we go. And again. Bigger than that, please. So here's a foot sail. You see what I'll do is pull through the joints, then back into the base. You see how much power that we can absorb and bring straight back to the floor. Point is, after I absorb the power, I've held my position, I can move straight back to attack the target. The second one we looked at is jut sail. Big push on it. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Yeah, nice. You can see I'm taking a brunt of it. Still, if I don't use it, I can get shot straight out. The more you learn to sink your weight and move through the chest, I'm still in position where I can hit back immediately without losing my balance, without hitting my head, without being shot out of the distance that I require to be able to hit him back. The third one's your tang. Or you can go from your hook. You've got to do it! Yeah, good lad. Good. You're going to use this kit, you've got to train against pressure. Fighting's all about pressure. So you've got to be able to stand up. The more you practice these, the more confidence you build through your kit. There's a tan, straight one. Yeah, it's alright, go through it. Yep. Do a big foot sail. There you go. Here's your foot. And a jut. Yeah. And a jut. And a jut. So when you look at your tan, as I was saying before, you've got a choice. And it really does depend on whether the pressure's moving through your body, through your spine. So I want you to think about moving this object, even though it's going to be moving towards my chin. Imagine it moving through, actually through my spinal column. Go on. This is good, lad. Do that again. This one you need to absorb because it encompasses all of me. And if I try and use, stay that side, right? Right. Okay. A lot of people advocate using a bong sail. You can, but the instance is different. And you really got to get a measure through this guy's swing as to how close he is to you. At this distance, go on, swing it. If I try and bomb, it'll take all of me out. It's got to be a tan. It's got to be a tan. You know what's different? If we push it back and it's only a matter of half a foot or so. This he swings in front of me. What you look at the difference is this swings through me. This swings in front of me. This swings through me. If it's swinging through me, you've got to absorb. Go on, do it, kid. That's it. I've got to absorb that. Now if it swings in front of me, now I can bomb. If it swings in front of me, now I can bomb. But it's not your choice. You can't just bong everything. So everyone says, oh, if you get a sideways pressure, let the pressure go. Yeah, but it's specific to the projection of the individual attempting to hit you. If his intent encompasses your entire body and you try and roll that sideways pressure up, it's going to affect your spinal column, it will move you out, it will throw you. I'll do it wrong. I'll try and you encompass me with this one, I'll try and bomb. You see the effect it's going to have on my body, you really keep going. Nah. So it's not just one rule. You see, it's situation specific, and then you really got to be a good judge of distance when you're collecting something and you've got to get a handle on the projection of the individual. Most important thing is people trying to take your head off, they're going to encompass you. They're going to be trying to hit your brain or trying to hit your body. That pressure is going to be expanding through you. And in that instance, if you want to hold your position, you've got to be able to use the Wing Chun system to absorb a great deal of pressure. So you've got to practice against big pressure to ensure that everything stands up against big pressure. Otherwise, you have a really nasty shock. But that's the difference. So some pressure you can absorb, some pressure you can let go. But the law is, or the rule that governs that is, whether the intent of the other individual encompasses your entire body or not. Obviously, someone's trying to knock you out. Usually, their intent encompasses all of you. In that instance, you've got to be able to pull pressure to the floor. Otherwise, you get knocked out. That's the point. All right?